Hi, my name is Ray Hubert. I'm the president of RDA Incorporated and the general manager of Pro Patch Systems. RDA has been building drywall repair patches for 25 years. All of our patches are proudly made in the US of A, and all of our patches are self-adhesive. Today I'll be showing you our newest drywall repair kits, available in two different versions of metal, as well as our new vinyl repair kit. First of all, the high-density aluminum, which receives its name because, as you can see, there's small openings and large bridge work on each piece of aluminum that is coated in self-adhesive. Next, we'll go to our low-density metal patch, which offers far more openings and space for allowing more compound to go through. Then we'll move on to our vinyl repair patch, which is marked on the release paper side of every patch. The differences in these simply are the amount of compound that penetrates and the convenience of being able to do alternative repairs, especially with the vinyl repair patch. Anytime you're doing a repair patch, the first thing you need to do is clean off the surface and push in any outside pieces that may interfere with the patch. So in this case, we're going to put this in and wipe any dust free, because as I said, these patches are all self-adhesive. Consequently, if you have anything that would kill the glue would affect the adhesiveness of the patch. I'm also going to do a couple of special repairs for you here that are available to be done with the vinyl patches. Special cutouts, household repair cutouts that would simply help prevent insects, bugs, spiders from entering your home. These are an existing pipe that has some other type of attachment to it. This would be a stubbed-in pipe, which has already been repaired, but I want to take a moment to show you how it was repaired, and the electrical box. Some of the electrical boxes, you will notice, have the screw holes on the inside. Some have them on the outside. So I will show you as we get to that point. One of the things I also want to discuss when it comes to drywall repair kits is you will see a variety of items used to apply the compound on drywall repair kits. As you see here, there's an 1.5 inch, a 2-inch, and a 3-inch putty knife. These are very difficult to finish a patch with. We use a 5-inch spreader. The wider the spreader, the easier it is to finish and apply the product. All right, so moving along here to our kits, the first one I'm going to open up is the vinyl. And the components in all these kits are exactly the same. The only difference is the patch. This is a drywall repair tray, the hood, the tray base, the compound, the spreader, and a sanding sponge. You will see that the vinyl, as it fits into the container, may look like it's somewhat distorted, but this is the adhesive side of the patch. So consequently, whenever you're ready to use it, you just simply put it on there, and as you would see here, it would adhere firmly to the wall. I'm going to use a different patch today for a little quicker explanation. You will see on the metal repair patch that, again, our contents with the metal patch and the mesh. The mesh on this patch allows a 1/2-inch border to feather the edges, where the vinyl patch actually will repair, as you see, a slightly larger hole than what the metal will. The metal is for a 3.5-inch hole. The vinyl will do up to a 4-inch hole, because you do need a slight border around either the metal or the vinyl to grasp the wall. The first thing we need to do is to empty the drywall compound into the pouch. This compound is pre-mixed, ready to use, and as you will see in a moment, much easier to get at with a spreader. So we're going to squeeze and try to get as much of this material out of this pouch as possible to make these repairs. All right, these are 12 ounces. That's far more than what most patch kits would furnish. In most cases, it's 7 to 8 ounces. I'm going to put the lid back on this because we're not ready to use it yet. And this lid will seal it 100% airtight, so that whenever you're done with the material, you're in between coatings, simply place the lid back on and get a complete 100% seal. All the instructions for this packaging is showing you in Spanish and English the concept of how to do the repairs. And it says cut on the dotted line. That's because on the vinyl, you will actually find a complete set of directions and a template. The template allows you to make cutouts to do around pipes and electrical boxes, or you can move an electrical box and actually do a double. And on the metal patches, what is included is bilingual instructions on how to use the metal patches, okay? All right, so what we're going to do now is move on to applying the patches. I'm going to start off with the high density patch. We've already cleaned it. We're going to center it and place it onto the wall. I like to use our spreader and wipe in all directions to wipe it tight to the wall. This mesh is going to actually provide a feathering process. When you finish this repair, it's going to be approximately this large, and it's going to blend to the wall easier. Next, we're going to do the lightweight metal patch. Low density, same process, center it, place it on, take our spreader. Moving on, we're going to the vinyl. And as I said, the vinyl repair patch actually will do a slightly larger hole. As you can see, there's no mesh on this product, but it's only 10 thousandths in thickness. So we want to make sure we have a border around here. Set it, and as we did with the others, wipe it tight. Okay, this is ready to use. The other thing I want to show you while I'm in this position right here is we have the option of the template on the back of the vinyl. The purpose for that is you have a stubbed in pipe, and we spoke about the insects, the bugs, and how to perhaps keep them out of there. What we would do is cut this free of our template, place it onto here, draw right onto the release side of the paper, a circle that would allow us to then take and cut this out of it, okay? We simply would check that, make sure our size is correct. If the size is correct, we remove the release liner and place the patch firmly into place. We've already repaired this, so we're not going to repair it again. On the existing pipes, which presents a bit of an issue because you can't put this hole over that pipe. So let me show you how to make this type of repair. We're going to take the same dot, we're going to draw it around the circle as such. Then we're going to move it over about 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch, whatever you're comfortable with. Make sure you allow enough to do your repair. And we're going to turn this into an egg, like such. When we get ready to use this now, first of all, we want to kind of size up the fact that we had the right one, and we do. We're going to actually take and cut this right in half. Go to the back side and remove the backing paper. Okay, we're going to take both adhesive sides together. We're going to go around the pipe from both directions, and we're going to press this together so that we end up creating a patch that is surrounding the pipe. When you do get to your dining rooms, living rooms, and family rooms, you will notice that you have a lot of electrical switches and boxes. And as I explained earlier, what we have done here is simply cut out the electric box size off of the template. Now, the template, save it, don't throw it away. When we get done cutting this out of here, this will be another patch, as you see right here. So, never know when you might need another patch. We're going to remove the backing from the electrical outlet repair. And as you can see here, I've cut out the notches for the screws. We're going to line this up with those holes and with the border. Place it into place and coat with compound. It'll completely give you a seal. You'll end up looking just like this. You'll have only the box exposed. Your electrical outlets will go into it, your screw holes are here, and your repair is complete and bug-free. What I want to do is apply a first coat to these different items, and I've opened the compound from one of the metal patches, which in most cases, all of these repairs are going to require 2 coats. The high-density metal, if you're very good at it, you may be able to get by with 1 coat. So the idea of using the spreader, we simply take the material, apply it. We have surplus, we wipe it. We'll make sure we force a little bit of material through these holes in the back. As you will see, the material penetrating these holes, which helps to anchor the compound to the patch. All right, that's the first coat. That's all we need to do to that. We need to let it dry and then come back and apply the second and finish coat to it. We've used the mesh for a feathering process, and we've covered the patch entirely. All right, we're going to go on to the lightweight material. All right, same thing here. We want to make sure we force a certain amount of material through the patch so that on the back side you'll be able to see the compound coming out. These are the things that give these patches the strength, the ability for the compound to penetrate and strengthen the width and repair of the patch. Okay, we've given it a first coat. We can do this all day, or we can leave it dry, and consequently, as soon as it dries, if it needs to be lightly sanded, we lightly sand it, apply a second and finish coat. We're going to see if we have enough here from one container to do the vinyl repair patch. Okay. We're wanting to make sure we get enough material through here and passing through the back to give this patch its strength. A little light on material here, but I believe we got enough to do our first coat. All right, so actually we had enough compound with just one tray and one pouch of material to cover 3 different patches. So if you were considering whether you had enough material here or not, normally we would do 1 coat, as we've done on all 3, and you would come back after drying and apply your second coat, which actually takes less material of the compound than it does to do the first coat. So you will have far more than enough compound. After having seen what occurred on the front side with the application of the patches, what I want to take time to show you is what the back side actually looked like and the way the material penetrated. On the heavy-duty, high-density patch, you see that there is passage of the material into the patch, anchoring it to the front. On the low-density, far more material is penetrated, which gives it the strength that was required. And on the vinyl, you can see there's even more material that has penetrated the vinyl and gives it its stiff, hard repair. These were all done on the 3.5-inch metal repair, 3.5-inch metal repair, and a 4-inch hole on the vinyl. I'm going to show you a few others here that we've done prior to this. There's a vinyl. This is a 5.5-inch hole that was cut and repaired with vinyl. Low-density aluminum, high-density aluminum. You can start to see here a little bit where there's some separation, and the compound isn't as thick as what it is on the low density or the vinyl. And these are 7-inch holes. On the top here we have the vinyl, the low density, and the high density repairs and the compound illustration coming through. Gives you some idea what's actually happening behind the walls.